welcome back. As you can see, I haven't got my studio put together yet, but so what, right? Okay, what we got here is a video on how demented our school system is. This is a debate team, and believe me, if this is how they're teaching the kids how to debate, we're in a lot of trouble. These kids are totally steeped into the propaganda of what mainstream media and I guess what their socialist teachers are pumping into their heads. I actually believe the government is going to take care of them and the elites care about them. This is really disgusting. And it's very disjointed because, again, it's not like these kids were there to be informed. I guess because they aren't a debate team, they're contentious by nature. So a lot of this is them just challenging me. And it's very disjointed because it was, them coming in with different subjects and not allowing me to go ahead and fully get through with any explanations. So their debate style sucks. So whoever the debate coach is should be fired. As a matter of fact, there's guys like William Mont and others out there that are advocating for the total, revamping of our educational system and getting rid of government-funded education altogether, public schools altogether, which I'm totally in favor for because I do not believe that anything that the government is funding in education has to do with anything about actually expanding the minds of anybody. Which is self-evident in this video. If there's anything more annoying than a 15-year-old know-it-all, then you're going to run into him here in this video. So this is kind of a disjointed video, and then a very annoying one. That'll give you a good idea of what these, the challenges. But hopefully there's a few of the kids here that took my information and will run with it and maybe be red-pilled by it, but there's a few of them here that just need to be shot. I hate to say that, but these poor kids, I don't know if they can be saved, especially the one crop-headed female you'll meet in here that I just wanted to nail. But anyway, all that being said, yeah, it looks like I'm down to 10,001 now? Oh, God. So, I should be below 1,000 subscribers before the end of the day. They're knocking them off. So, you know what you do. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you have subscribed in the past, subscribe again. Let's get that number back up. Share. That's a great way to go ahead and get people aware of what I'm doing out there. And what I'm doing out there is on the front lines. And if you like what I'm doing out there, reaching people that normally would not be reached in any other way, then help me out. Help me out. Let me be your vanguard. If you can't be out there doing what I'm doing, support me in doing that. So please do go purchase some of my items. That's always a good way to spread the message. I like that. I like to see that. I'm going to be trying to switching over once I get everything set up and settled in. I'm going to be doing a few revamping of my own here. I'm going to get rid of the GoFundMe. If you have a PayPal account, please, if you can, sign up for PayPal and sign up to give me, $5 a month. That's all I'm asking for my regular subscribers. It helps me out a great deal. This weekend I didn't even get a chance to go out at all. Which cuts in. We're talking about 85% of my funding comes from when I'm out there on the street. So when I can't go out, it really hurts me. So if you can, please sign up because it looks like next weekend's going to be another wash. So that's cutting out half of my funding for the month. That hurts. And of course, now that I've moved into new digs, I got to commute, paying more to stay here. So all of this is costing me a little bit more money. And all of this is to go ahead and, further the awareness, to try to win this battle. So help me win it. All right, let's win it together. So let's get on the streets here, and God bless you all for everything you've done to me for me so far. Amen.
But overall, when you to inject something directly into your bloodstream, bypassing all your natural defenses, that's pretty odd.
There are susceptible populations, though, like the elderly or people with autoimmune deficiencies. And
there's all kinds of variables, but here's the deal.
I don't want to.
Let's just take the flu vaccine to start out. The virus itself changes from year to year. So they use it. They don't know what it's metastasizing into. So they're using last year's flu for this year's flu, which means it's totally worthless.
Well, they actually look at like the strands to see like what flu's going to be out there, but
they don't know what flu's going to be out there.
Kind of predict it.
Again, it still doesn't work. There are studies that show that the people that get the shot are more apt to get the flu than the ones that don't.
Okay.
I mean, if you'd like to see the video, I can show you. Oh yeah. And it's not on top of that. I go off of the many doctors and nurses I speak to out here.
All right.
I mean, I know nurses that have talked to me out here that have refused. I mean, I've quit their jobs rather than take the shots. They say either you take the shot or you lose your job. I know people.
I bet they're hungry.
They get other jobs.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's your choice.
Workers that find a job.
Well, again, I mean, it's a matter of principle. If you want to sell your principles, then go ahead and sell your principles. If you want to put your children, at risk, put your children at risk for the sake of $1.
Put them at risk for what?
For what these things. Autism has increased dramatically because of.
They literally debunked that.
They put.
Actually,
no, they haven't. And I've talked to nurses out here that they fill a child up, an infant, with 26 shots on the day it's born. They've watched children die in their cribs because of this.
We eradicated polio.
We don't know if polio eradicated itself. We don't know that. Look, we don't know what stopped the Black Plague. What stopped the Black Plague? Why isn't it keep on going?
I thought it was the sewerage. Like, now we have sewer systems, so we don't have shit.
Oh, indeed. Thank you for bringing that up. The hygiene did it. Not the flu shot, not a shot, not a vaccine. The hygiene did it.
Can I ask about the 3 buildings, 2 planes?
Sure.
What's that about?
There were 3 buildings that collapsed in New York City on 9/11. The third one no one ever talks about. It's called WTC-7, or the Solomon Building.
Yeah.
47 stories tall. It housed all 16 of our intelligence agencies and the mayor's emergency bunker. It was a fortress. And from where we're standing, from the Twin Towers, from here to that red brick building, it wasn't hit by a damn thing. And at 5:20 in the afternoon, it did this in 6 seconds. Straight to the ground, perfect controlled demolition. It wasn't even mentioned in the 9/11 report. Really? Would you like to see it, young man, fall? Because I can show, I taught...
awaited report from the NIST.
Oh, NIST,
Fire alone brought down the building.
Fire alone? Then why didn't they change the fire codes? Why weren't the fire codes changed?
I can't answer that question.
Of course you can't. I got a chance to meet one of the original members of Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth, right? On the bottom here.
So what are you implying by that? Like that we blew up the building?
Well, we don't know. There's never been a criminal investigation.
Is there a toll-free number?
But you tell me, you answer those questions. On that right there, answer those questions.
I'm honestly not familiar with that, but like based on the study that like I pulled up, it seems pretty solid that they rebunked that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Bullshit. I mean, why would over 3,000 architects and engineers, some of them the best in the world, put their names, reputations, and lives on the line, saying those buildings came down by controlled demolition? Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Well, figure it out. You're a debate team. Figure it out.
I have an unrelated question. Have you seen any immigrants burning flags? Because I've never
Yes.
in my life.
You can watch the videos. They're waving their flags.
And I'm an anarchist, so I'd burn the flag anyway. I mean, like you said,
You're
if
an
the
anarchist, so
if-
you
if-
burn the
if-
flag
like I said,
anyway?
like you said, the government.
Why
if the
don't you
government
just leave
actually
the
did
country
that, why do you-
then? This country
What
gives you
country can
everything.
I go to?
Well,
Look,
then I don't know.
healthcare.
Burn
I
the
would like
flags
healthcare,
there.
please.
Well, then earn your money and get it.
Okay, I'll just go do that.
I mean, what the hell? You want everything given to you, anarchist?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Good luck.
But,
Good luck, Snowflake. This is a rough world.
Snow-
Learn to live in it.
Okay. That seems racist.
Oh, see, that's the, she's on a debate team? That is the ultimate, that ends all debates right there, because that's it. You are the worst debater in the world.
I just said
Bringing
something.
that up is the worst debating thing you can do. You just failed right there. You fail in many directions. Oh, but
All right, that was fun. You guys have a good one.
debate team.
Okay, this is round two. Apparently this one little peckerhead didn't get enough. I wanted to come back and challenge me some more. And you can tell just from their answers how steep they are and the belief that the government and the elites are going to take care of them and looking out for them. They are 180 degrees in the wrong direction here, of course. Hopefully, again, one or two of them pick up on what I'm saying and get red pilled. But this one little peckerhead is just complete. All I wanted to do was smack him. But here's round two. And again, if you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. And if you can, support me, please. $5 a month would be going a long way to help me out if I can get my regular subscribers to do that. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
I support the second.
There you go.
I generally do, but why do you think we need to have military-style weapons in our homes?
Why?
Why do we need military-style weapons
Because it's fun.
in our homes?
Well,
Shooting
why should the military be the only? I mean, in the military, we don't have military-style weapons.
Like, why
An
should we have
AK-40
AR-15s? Like AR-15s?
Why shouldn't we?
Because they've been used in many mass shootings.
No,
and
they
they've killed
haven't.
a lot of people. Yeah, they have.
No, they haven't. As a matter of fact, they have been. I think they've been 3% of the shootings.
Maybe not. Maybe 3% of all shootings around America, but I'm talking about mass shootings where lots of people get killed. They're used in a lot of them. Like if you think about
I
school
would
shootings,
say look up I know the
like
statistics on
in
this.
Parkland, that was used.
Okay.
And others like mass school shootings.
If I'm gonna scare you right now, I'm gonna go straight to the chase here. Okay.
All right.
And this is something you should know.
Okay.
Because you're heading into it, and it should be something that you should be aware of. It'll sound fantastical. You'll say this old man's crazy, but I have to lay this on you. And I was speaking to a Harvard professor out here one day in economics, and I asked him, "Can you tell me what AI robotic technology is going to do to our economy in the next 10 years?
Yeah, they're going to take some jobs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He said about 50% of the people will be out of work. And I said, and what are we going to do with all of these out of work people?
Well, some new jobs are going to be created by AI. Some, I guess, a universal basic income, like that's been a solution.
Now this is what I'm going to lay it
What
on.
does it have to do with guns?
This is how he answered me.
What does it have to do with guns?
I'm going to wrap it up.
All right.
This is how he answered me.
Okay.
He looked me cold in the eye and he said, in the past, we've killed you. If you think the government, if you think the elites are here to take care of you, you're sadly mistaken. The only reason the elites have kept us around this long is for slave labor. Anytime there was an excess of us, they would starve us to death, send us to war, and they would murder us.
So you're saying when everyone gets out of work, everyone's going to be shot by the government?
I'm going to say that it's soft kill weapons. The vaccines we're talking about, the food, the GMO feeds.
Harvard professor told you this.
Well, he didn't say no to it, and many other people. Look, in my lifetime,
Okay.
when I was born, there were 2.26 billion people on the planet.
Okay.
Today, there are 7.7. In my lifetime,
Yeah.
it double twice.
Yeah.
You can see it now where, masses of people, there's not enough food, there's not enough jobs. Why? They are not here to take care of us. You really think they're going to have a universal mass income where we can sit around and play video games?
It's not.
No, but
You really think that?
There have been elites, like the elites that you call the technology, like the CEOs in Silicon Valley, they've all supported it because they realize that AI is going to possibly take out a lot of jobs. Like this is
what do you think? And what we got right now, China's got a factory where robots are making robots.
Okay.
You've seen, the Terminator and iRobot.
So you think that instead of getting a basic income and allowing people to live, everyone's just going to be killed?
They're going to look up. I would ask you to look this up.
Okay.
Agenda 21. Look up Agenda 21.
Got it.
Look up Agenda 2030 and Agenda 24.
The elites you speak of, like
Yes.
conservatives in America, encompass the greater portion of richer people, of more affluent people.
Look up the Georgia Guidestones. 1974.
Oh, I'm actually familiar with that.
Yes.
Basically, like the ideal population would be 500,000.
500 million
500
worldwide.
Yeah. But that doesn't imply that they want to kill all those people. It just implies that they realize this is what's best. And if we keep going, it might be all the way reduced down.
But why does Trump solve? Why does Trump solve? Solve for the issues that you present.
Well, one, he's even said it. I'm a nationalist, not a globalist. The idea with Agenda 21, and if you look it up, is a thing called ICLEI, the International Council on Local Environmental Issues.
Okay.
What they want, they use the words like sustainability, we have to maintain the world's right. Agenda 21 wants to take everybody out of the country, the rural areas, and put us into city-states, little 220-foot cubicles where they can control the environment. You remember, now I understand the optimum word here is control. Control.
I think sustainable development means more like making sure that urban sprawl doesn't happen and making sure that when cities grow because of the amount of people.
Urban sprawl doesn't want to happen, how come they're letting in immigrants ad hominem? Just come on in! Just come on in! Millions are open up the borders!
There is a process, though, to allow people to get in.
Yeah, but indeed. But what's the optimum number? Again, we're bringing in people that, one, can't speak the language, they're low skilled.
Why are they low skilled?
Well, if they weren't low skilled and couldn't do anything, they wouldn't be walking thousands of miles and climbing over a wall. They'd be coming in.
So these low skilled workers, they're working a lot of jobs that Americans don't want to work, correct?
No.
Really?
Yeah, yes, 3% of them work the farmlands. 3%.
What are the other ones?
Then then tell me where all the tent cities are. Where do they come from?
So what did the other 97%
Look at California now. The other day, this statistics came out, 71% of the immigrants in California are on some kind of welfare. 71% of them. 35% of the Americans are in California. Now that's a lot. So what are we going to do? How do you have less and less people working, supporting more and more people on welfare? The math don't work.
Because
are you going to go ahead? Are you going to go ahead and give up 80% of the money you earn, so you could support everybody else?
Like
a lot of
Jeff
production
Bezos makes, who has a net worth of what, 120 billion?
Yeah, billion.
If that's the correct number.
Yeah.
Why does he need that money?
Why does he need all?
Well, indeed, why does he? Then they would look at Zuckerberg, $421 billion, and yet he's a liberal. He says, I'm a socialist. I'm a socialist. Well, I want to know, as an answer to me this question.
He wants to help people. He wants to use his money that he's earned to help people.
Well, why doesn't he give his money up? If he's a socialist, why does he just give his money away?
He definitely donates to charity. I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of these socialist, or I'm not particularly sure about.
Why doesn't he give up 90% of it?
But Gates.
Why doesn't he give up 90% of it? You just said, why do they need all the money? So why doesn't he just give up 90%?
Well, they give up a lot of it to taxes.
Why doesn't he give up 90% of it? No.
I would say
they're getting tax cuts now. The bill that they just passed made them exempt from being sued.
It just said tax cuts happen right now.
Are you going to just talk over me, or are you going to listen?
I mean, you said.
Is this how you debate?
I mean, you've been talking over me a little bit, but tax cuts you said happened like pretty recently. That's under Trump.
And I talked to businessmen out here that hiring more people, they can expand their businesses and buy new equipment because of the money they get from the tax cuts. I've talked to teachers out here that are getting $140 more a month. That pays a bill.
Okay.
That means something to people.
Okay.
So it's expanding. And when you look it up, when Kennedy did the same tax cuts that he did, there was more money going into the coffers, tax money going into the coffers, because more people were working.
Okay, but
but I'm asking you, why would you give your money? Why would you give your money to the government and say, here, you know how to spend it better than I do? Why would you trust the government to spend your money better than you know how to spend it?
Because they actually have the resources to put that money to good use. Like they have institutions that can.
Then why are we in debt? Why do we?
Because of tax cuts.
Why do we have pumps here that don't work? Why are the streets got potholes?
Because of corrupt government.
Then why do you want to give your money to a corrupt government?
Because some governments actually use the money correctly.
What? Name one.
Our government does a lot of good for a lot of people.
Name one.
Our government.
Where?
U.S. Federal.
Well, name the program. Name the program.
Social Security.
That's my money.
Okay.
That's our money we put back in. I just assume they not take it out. I'll keep my money. I'll put it in the bank. Why should they take my money and then waste it on something else? Universal health care.
Well, not universal, but
so in other words, the farther you remove something from the people, the more centralized it becomes. You think that's better for the individual?
That's not what healthcare is. Money goes to the government, they help provide healthcare.
Well, then the
real question is, how does this link back to the guns? Because that's what I asked, and then you go on this tangent.
Because if the government wants to go ahead and kill us, we need to defend ourselves.
But how
do you know the government wants to defend ourselves?
Because that's what governments have done throughout time.
So the American government has killed its own citizens out of mass graves.
They definitely should, yeah.
Who? Who would like examples?
Haven't we gone to war before?
Yeah, but have we killed our own citizens?
Haven't we gone to war before?
Have we killed our own citizens though, at a mass
Yes.
rate? Who?
But those wars were to stop the communism.
And who funds them? Who funds them?
When has our government?
Who funds them? I would beg you guys to read this. Look this book up and read it. The Killing of Uncle Sam. It is the most definitive book on the deep state I have ever read. It'll give you the names. It'll give you the secret societies, the semi-secret societies, and it'll give you their agenda.
Can you give
exactly
me one
what they want to do?
The U.S. federal government killing their own citizens. Yeah, we gotta go. But can you just give me one example?
Civil War.
That was okay.